What's going on? Hello, my name is Sam Walford. I'm a 16-year-old entrepreneur coach from Coventry in the United Kingdom. Currently almost pushing to close to 10k a month. I mean, that's literally like almost New Year's. And I've got really, really close to making December my first 10k month, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be in 2026, in 2025, so I'm gonna obviously have to make it happen in 2026, just for credibility proof so you know how to listen to me and everything. But this here is a call with me which happened a couple of weeks ago between me and Evan, which is I'm not gonna tell you what happened. I'm not gonna tell you what happens here. But I've time stamped this call and everything, as you can probably see below. I'm not telling you what happened or whatnot, but I'm just saying like there was a lot of work that went into this. There was a lot of objection handling because I believe roughly around a month before this, I basically did the whole discovery to sales call process on him. And I managed to basically get a deposit, or I call it a commitment fee, a deposit down for him, so that like when he had the money in like a few days, he'd be ready to work with me. And then he was like, "No, I don't want to work with you." Like after a few days, so he put the deposit down like a month ago, and then he was like, "Nah, bro, I don't want to work with you anymore." And the reason he didn't want to work with me anymore, because in those few days, from the advice I'd given him, he made his basically first two low ticket sales for like £300, I think it was, or $300. And so in his mind, he was like, oh, I can do it now. I can do it by myself. I don't have to buy Sam's coaching. I can do it myself. He asked for the deposit back. Obviously, you don't get deposits and commitment fees back because that removes the point of it. So obviously, I didn't give him that back. And I just told him, like, yeah, bro, go for it. Go try it yourself and let's talk again in a month. A month comes by, he doesn't make anything more. He goes on like 30 sales calls or he goes, I don't know, like 25 more, 20 sales calls more from what he'd already done. Doesn't get a single sale. And so then I contact him a month later, being like, "Hey, bro, how's it been? Let's talk again. Let's see if I can maybe help you." We come on this call. I bring up the mentorship. Basically, we just start out with discovery. You can probably see in the little timestamps I'm adding. Start out obviously with discovery, talking about. I mean, we start out with casual conversation, but obviously then after that, we move into discovery and everything. And by the way, like this was a few weeks ago. I know I'm wearing the exact same clothes. Yeah, I'm literally wearing the exact same fucking clothes as I was like a few a few weeks ago in the exact same spot. But that actually was like a few weeks ago. And yeah, yeah, I think it's like 2 weeks ago. But anyway, what was I saying? What I was saying was we obviously start out a casual conversation, move into discovery, talking about how it's been for him, what he's doing, his pitching and everything. Then I bring up my coaching and basically say, I really want to work with you, bro. Then he's like, yeah, let's have a look at your pitch again. So basically, I re-pitch, objection handle a ton, proof objections, I can do it myself objections, lack of clarity, clear up all that stuff. And then we get into the end of the call, like about an hour, and that's obviously where I close in for the sale. Now, I think I did the objection handling really, really well, and that's why I'm uploading this call as an example here. It's taken me like a long time to edit because it's so fucking long to make sure there's no personal info. I've had to cut out a few sections, like because obviously there is a bit of like personal information and talking about things I don't want you to know. Um, so yeah, but there's a few things been cut out there, sort of. But overall, this is just a raw, pure sales call, where I feel I objection handled pretty nicely. And so you can study it. I've timestamped everything. You can study it and just sort of see what I'm doing because I mean I'm 16 doing this, so there's not really many other people doing this my age, and I'm not going to be the fucking like best pro at sales, but I think I'm at a very good level. I mean, I'm at the level to be at pretty much 10k a month now. So you can study what I'm doing. My sort of the offer is pretty much 997 to help him make his first like $1,000 through like self improvement, kind of like fitness coaching, like bodybuilding coaching, pretty much. And it's all done through school, like through school through communities. I teach my whole model for completely free. In my free community, there's a link below, and if you want to basically get what I call a free clarity call, which is actually what Evan got in the first place, where basically I'll do the discovery call with you and then basically give you a ton of advice, and then maybe eventually pitch you, but there's not going to be any surprise pitches on the first call, of course. You can basically just book a call with me, link below, so that's my school and the link below. But other than that, yeah, man, let's get into this. Yeah, it's just like, yeah. How's your business and everything going? It was at £300 you said you made.
Yeah, I'm on £300 right now, but
Nice.
I think with those, I've got one client at the moment, which isn't really good, but
Yeah,
that's Sam. You know, the Sam, the guy who looks Chinese, like not being racist, but the guy's from New York or something, and you said he buys everyone's programs.
oh Samuel, yeah,
He,
yeah.
yeah, he just bought and just fucking did. just didn't like do anything.
He's done that to everyone. He's done that to 2 of my clients, and now you as well.
Yeah, I mean, business for me is going very well at the moment. I'm fucking fully booked up. Getting like this week, I think I've got 3 sales.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it's really random.
Yeah, after it, bro.
Yeah,
You're still on 1K, yeah. Do you still do 1K?
Yeah, still obviously the same offer that you were on. But then in January, I don't know, when I get up to like 15 or 20 clients, I'm gonna like start this like group program where instead of it being one-on-one, it's more like a group thing. That's what I'm gonna do in January.
Yeah.
And then like my one-on-one will probably like I'll just make it way more expensive, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. How many clients have you got right now? I've seen the sword fighting guy.
Michael, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, is that 𝐬𝐭𝐫𝐲? Is he applying or because I've just seen on your classroom that you've got his thing on there?
Yeah, he paid. And I don't even know when we're starting to work together, bro. He's so hard to understand.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but we've got a cool book for tomorrow at 6 p.m. But at the same time, the coaching somehow started on January the 6th. So I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by the coaching starting then?
I think we have our first call tomorrow, but then like we'd only actually start doing shit on January 6th or some shit. I don't know. It's like we're gonna do his niche tomorrow and then everything else after January 6th. Yeah. It's quite odd. It is what it is. I've got like and I think he's like playing the National League or something like that.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it's nothing like I've like committed to at all, and I've not changed anything. But it's just a random thought, like like one of those shower thoughts.
Yeah.
I was thinking, with me coaching people with like the physique and stuff, what do you think of the idea of helping? I've also heard other people say, but helping like young entrepreneurs build a physique. Would you say that'd be a better niche because you'd be able to charge more and obviously
but if I'm to buy physique coaching, I'm just gonna say I wouldn't buy it off you. Okay, I'd buy it off some guy who's got some crazy testimonials and years of experience, because young entrepreneurs who obviously have the money that you want, if they pay more, they're expecting a lot more. Yeah. And so you need that experience, that testimony, that credibility. And so like you could be charging 1K, 3K, but to get to that point, like you need more credibility, you know? You need to have done it way more. And so I'd honestly say keep sticking with. So is that £300 just one client?
It's £300 for 2 clients. So Sam paid 70, and then the other guy named 𝐬𝐭𝐫𝐲, is it Hungarian? I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's 𝐬𝐭𝐫𝐲 or something. That's him paying over 2 months.
Okay. So you're still doing like low ticket at the moment?
Yeah, but did I show you my? I'll just go through it like really quick. I've made like a Canva document for like the pitch, and I've not really used it properly yet, but it's basically just like that. And then Legal Protocol, my story. So,
And
then that's for the price.
Yeah. And have you charged anyone that
3 months? Start again.
Have you charged anyone that $400 yet?
No, because also that Tom Stoll, he's like, you know who Tom Stoll is, yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about you.
What was he saying?
He was trying to like help me out, but like he's a nice guy. I'm not shitting on him because he seems like a really good person, but just it doesn't feel right getting like coached from someone with less members in the community than me. Like, what the fuck?
Tom is, it's odd what he's doing, because he's trying to coach people. Like he used to be like a YouTube coach, teaching people how to blow up on YouTube, because I think he got like
50K views on one video like a couple of years ago, and then he's like teaching, and it's like his current videos get less than like 50 views, and then he's teaching people to blow up. It's like how to blow up on YouTube, and you see it's got like 5 views. Yeah, it's yeah, Tom's quite odd as well in what he's doing. I think he's just one of those ones where he's networked with like absolutely everyone, but at the same time he's not got no like credibility underneath him, you know. So he's spinning his tires really fast but not getting anywhere.
The one thing he told me to do, which I actually did, was show you now. It's on my about page. Instead of just lean bolt protocol, he told me to change it to this. Like, I thought it could do well, but I don't really think it makes a difference.
Change your about page.
The picture, it was lean bolt protocol with that background, but he told me to just
cool. Yeah, I mean the way I do about pages is just showing all your credibility. That's what I do with mine. Like if you want to get like maximum conversion rate, like the most members, just like make it really simple. Like you know what synthesizer's about page looks like? You go into it.
Shit. Yeah.
Simple as you can possibly get. And then I think they got a little bit of credibility in the text below. Yeah. That's how you get the most members. If you want to get like the highest quality, if you look on mine, it's like it's got a lot of shit going on. It can be quite confusing. I've got a video on there and everything. But it adds to my credibility. And so the people who do join, they've already seen all that stuff. And so they're a lot more likely to like, obviously more likely to buy and everything because they've seen that stuff. But yeah, that's that.
Yeah, at the moment though, right now I'm remaking the classroom because like the last one was fucking shit. Like I wish you told me sooner, bro. Like, it's not your job to do that, but yeah, it was just fucking slop.
I mean, it looked good, didn't it? I didn't watch it, but the like image looked good.
Yeah, but
you fucking squatting in your pants there.
So that again.
Are you fucking squatting in your pants there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, but basically, like my editing skills are far better than they used to be. My speaking skills, I've made it so actionable and so precise and concise and shit that it's like something that someone could go away from the same day and get like 5 wins. And I also prompt them to post it on the community and shit. Yeah,
that's great, bro. I'm glad. But yeah, man, you're doing really well with your shit, bro.
I'm just trying to grow the YouTube, but I just need to get the new course out first. Because
you don't need to grow the YouTube. You focus on what's working. Okay, to be fair, you are getting a good amount of views on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Are you editing videos?
Yeah, not to my full potential, but with this new course, I have edited it. I've edited it in a style to make it as easy to understand as possible. You know what I mean? Like, the points are like exemplified with the editing.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, even if you watch like 10 seconds of one of the modules, like you can just tell. But yeah, Da Vinci's just saved me, bro.
Yeah, you went to Iceland. I'm just stalking your Instagram right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've been to Iceland. Have you been to Iceland?
No, I'm glad. I want to go to Norway, the Lofoten Islands.
Oh yeah, I was meant to go on a cruise there around the fjords. The Blue Lagoon is shit though, bro. It just burns your skin. It's absolutely horrible.
In Iceland?
Yeah,
that's like a volcanic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's itchy as fuck.
I just know that you're not supposed to put your head under the water.
It makes your skin turn your hair turn into like straw, bro. But yeah, we went on a school trip, so it wasn't great. So
it's a school trip to Iceland.
Yeah, the food that they gave it was fucking shit.
Bro.
Horrible.
It's crazy.
Minecraft burgers.
I had a school trip to Japan when I was 13. It was completely free.
Oh right, yeah.
But
Japan.
that was like, it wasn't through the school. It was like paid by the UK government and shit. It was like the diplomatic peace conference or some shit. And so we had to sit in conferences for like 3 days and then I had to do a speech for like a minute in front of a couple hundred people. And then we just got a week being tourists in Japan for free. So
Yeah.
that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, my current steps is to just before Christmas get this whole new course out, and then I also added a new page into my pitching sort of Canva, which is basically I like draw shit out.
You're doing really fucking well already, bro. I think if we get you a better pitch, I mean, how many sales calls have you had? Can I see your calendar?
Most of them haven't been on a calendar, but sure, probably half. Let's just double the number or even more.
You can just tap. I mean, how many have you had in like the past month?
Can you look on Google Meet, or you mean on Calendar?
No, it'd have to be on like Google. Do they save your Google Calendar? Or maybe if you go into your Gmail and search it there.
What do I?
Just search your calendar.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that accurate. It's hard to tell. Yeah. Probably around 30 different people there. 30, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can. That's definitely like a convert. Is that 30 sales calls?
Yeah.
And you got 2 sales.
Pretty sure, yeah. But the previous pitch that I didn't even have a fucking power. I did have a presentation, but it was fucking shit. Like,
so it's definitely conversion, which is your problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the lead magnet, which was my free course, was absolute dog shit as well. That was the main constraint. I fucking know it, because no one ever someone watched about 5% of it, got no value. Which if I was watching it, I can't imagine watching that shit. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. But yeah. If I can give someone like a few quick wins and they genuinely get loads of value from my free course, and like it's the same as you really, because you have a lot of value in your free course. Like, you know, you obviously get more paying people.
Yeah. I definitely think it's conversion. I mean, you're already doing really well with the traffic and everything from Library of Adonis. I just think we need to get you converting and selling like an offer for 1K, honestly, man. And then that sale will come in eventually. Because obviously, as you know, like you're doing very well, as I've said plenty of times. And so it makes sense for me to focus on the guys who are already doing really well. I mean, this is why I want to work with you so much. Because you're going to be very easy to help and then very easy to get good testimonials out of, just to be completely transparent.
I understand that. I don't really understand like the coaching. Like, can you just like walk us through it? Because
you want to go back to
what I already think about it is like what I currently know is that it's basically just more of these calls. Like I just don't really understand it.
In a way, hang on, let me find it. I mean, these calls here, I'm just doing this call to obviously go through the sales and everything because you're already doing very well. Where is it? Okay. So do you want me to just re-explain everything
then? Yeah, just like a brief one, because I basically know what most
so basically, if we were to start working together, there'd be 3 phases. Have I gone through these for you? The 3 phases. I can't remember. Okay, I think I've actually updated my whole delivery systems. I can't remember when we called. Yeah, but basically it's 3 phases. First phase is what I like to call aligning. And as it says in the name, this is basically setting everything up. And so for you, this would be understanding your niche, who you're helping, all his pain points and desires, really understanding sort of everything about him. you've obviously already taken action. You've done this to a good degree, and you've been on a good amount of calls. Those calls will actually be key for this. But we can do much, much better than what you've already got. We'll get much clearer on who you're helping. And so, if, like, for me, for example, I know exactly who I'm helping. It's obviously you guys like you. So I'm very clear on everything. And so just the way I speak and the way I write shit is like, it's just automatically for me, I write it in the way that resonates, you know?
An avatar.
Yeah. So we'd be basically setting up this very clear avatar, which makes everything else easier. From that would be obviously setting up your whole school, your about page, which I think we can definitely improve a good bit on, in terms of your credibility and everything. Do you have any more testimonials than what's on there?
I could ask that guy for some.
Yeah, you could definitely get some more from what you've got so far. And yeah, basically just in phase one, setting up your entire school. It will also be setting up your whole sort of DM systems and membership questions. So you get people to join. You pretty much what you'll do, you'll voice note them on WhatsApp. This is for the highest conversion rate. You'll voice note them on WhatsApp. You'll book a call. From that, we'll go through the calling scripts, which I think in terms of calling scripts, I'll be able to give them to you at a later date, because I'm going to go through everything, and I'll have like a better version of them for you. But you basically go through the calling scripts and everything. We'll build out your calling scripts together, and so they're basically personalized for you. We'll build your offer together, like a full 1K offer, like a 3-month program, and we'll build that to basically be the most deliverable on as possible, so obviously you can actually help them, but also so they're confident that you can help them. And so we'll basically, this process I'm explaining now, we'll build your version of that. And pretty much
build a version of what? Sorry.
So this 3-step process I'm going through right now with you, we'll build your version of that for your offer. Yeah. And so it's very clear how you're going to help people, and they'll trust you more. And so if your conversion rate right now is like, what, 2 out of 30 times that by 100, you're at literally 6.7% conversion rate for like £150 product. Whereas I think at about 25% for $1,000 for like £750. And so we can definitely improve you much, much more.
The thing is that I think I spoke to Tom Stoll about this, or I might have even been there. But with like fitness coaching, it feels like I can't charge as much, because if you're charging a K, you can guarantee someone that they're going to get that K back. But if I'm charging someone a K, like, money's completely different to fitness. And unless I'm coaching people who have a fuck ton of money, which they don't, because I'll coach younger people, because I'm 16 myself. No one's going to buy from a 16-year-old unless they're the same age as me. If I try and charge 16-year-olds, unless they're an entrepreneur and they're making successful shit, then no.
This is a double-edged sword, because for me to be able to give the clear, great offer that I give that makes everyone super confident, I need to have my delivery in place. Yeah, I need to have testimonials to do what I do. I need to have experience. With you've just got the experience of yourself, and I think it'll actually surprise you, because I mean, that's it. You're currently charging £150. Yeah,
I've changed it. I've changed it to £390. Oh wait, £397 for 3 months.
Yeah. So from what you've currently done, you basically need 5 sales to get to $1,000 pretty much. Now your current conversion rate, let's just say it's 6%. If you started charging something for $1,000, it wouldn't like go down by 5 times because you 5 times the price. It might go down by a half. Yeah. And so then let's say you're converting 3% of the people, but it's for $1,000. Yeah. You're now making like what, like 4 times more or something like that per call, I think it would be. But basically, like, the amount of people converting and the price don't go up linearly. Yeah. Because the people who are willing to pay, let's say, $500, most of them are also willing to pay $1,000. Yeah. Because the people who are willing to pay high ticket are willing to pay sort of any range of high ticket in general. And so, honestly, I think it'll surprise you. You'll get less sales than how you're getting now, but that first one big 1K sale, it'll come in much easier, especially with these call scripts as well. But yeah, basically phase 1, we'll set everything up. And what actually we do here is I'll basically do everything for you. And so right now you're kind of in this period where you're like slowly improving over time, you know, and you'll eventually get to that point where everything's working out and you're making like 2K a month, maybe in like 6 months time, maybe in 3 months time.
Do you think it's a J curve?
Sorry?
Do you think it's a J curve?
I think for you, yeah, potentially. If we were to work together, instead of like you starting down here and eventually getting up there, we'll just start up here right at the start, and you'll be way ahead of everyone else because we'll get everything right the first time. I'll build your offer for you. We'll do this on call. On average, I think it's about 8 hours I spend with clients in this first aligning phase. And so we build your offer, we build your sales scripts, we build out your school community, your membership questions, your DMs, your entire process to bring someone from just seeing your about page to closing, everything laid out so you know exactly what you need to do. Everything's fucking clear as day. Okay, there's no worry or doubt or whatever. You know how you're having these ideas to sort of change things and you're talking to people and they're giving you ideas to change stuff. That just won't exist because you'll just be listening to my advice. Yeah. And so it's like you're not gonna have to think about that shit. That's more time to be working, you know, no overthinking anymore.
All right, I've got a question.
Yep.
I wanted to be honest with you on this, bro, because it's one of the main reasons why, like, for me to not buy.
Yeah.
2 months ago when we spoke, you told me a couple of your clients. You told me Sam had.
Yep.
And you told me the guy who does the Popeye protocol. Yeah. Oh,
Patrick. No, I'm not working with Patrick.
all right, okay. All right, Sam had then.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say I was shitting on him, but I think I remember I said something like,
yeah.
it doesn't look like he's doing too great. I was on 15 members or even 10 when we spoke, and he was on the same.
Yeah.
And he's bought your coaching, and now he's on 30, and I'm on 62.
Yeah. Has that put you off?
Yeah, no, I just want to know where he's fallen specifically in his sort of.
With some clients, they just drop off and they just stop putting the work in. And I don't even know if he's still active in the Library of Adonis or what. But some people, that's just the case. I don't offer a money back guarantee anymore for this reason. And for him, it's like I don't even know when the last time I messaged him was, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, actually, I messaged him the other day just asking him how he's been. Yeah, the last time he messaged me was like October, and then before that it was like 2 weeks before. You know, some people just fall off, and that's how it is.
Specifically, what?
I think he'd already made like $300 or $400 on like low ticket though, on like down sales. He had like a couple clients on the low ticket though.
Yeah. So, what was he lacking on specifically?
Say that again.
What do you think he was lacking on specifically?
The traffic and the activity in the Library of Adonis. I think I just said no one fucking responds to him.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of where he was going wrong in that, and then I think he's just over time fallen off. But that's how it is. Like you can't help everyone. And so I don't know if I've told you this, but I give the guarantee that if you stay on your shit and you don't disappear like he has, and you make your first 1,000 and you don't make your first 1,000 back within 3 months, I'll work with you for free until you do. And so for the guys who don't drop off, there's basically 100% risk reversal. Like they're not going to lose money. For the guys who do, it's like I've really not got any remorse, because if obviously they're not on their shit and they've just sort of stopped and fallen off, then that's that. And so I was checking up with them and stuff, but it's, you know how it is. Like people lose interest over time, you know. But yeah, I see why you see that. But then again, like you already got the Library of Adonis traffic and shit, and it's just conversion for you. And conversion was my constraint for a long time, but I've really figured that shit out recently. That's what I've been focusing on over the last few months, and I've really got that solved for myself now, which has really, really been great. But yeah, anyway, if you want to carry on then through the phases and continue explaining everything.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, obviously, I understand the concept of people just stop giving a shit deep down and stuff. But if you've taught him how to get the members. So from what I know, you would have said to him, be active in communities such as Library of Adonis. You know, that's probably one of the most active ones. Join all the communities within your niche and make such a posts every day, make such a comments every day. That's what I do. And then he maybe hasn't done that. That's one thing. And then the other thing is let me go on his profile right now. I'm not giving you shit here. I just want to understand.
Yeah,
like,
no. Give me as much as you can. It's feedback practice for me.
Yeah. His profile picture is fucking shit.
I told him to improve that multiple times, and I've got message proof of that shit.
No, you don't need to tell me that. I believe you, bro. His community profile picture, whatever you want to call it, is fucking shit. His physique doesn't look good in it. There's literally a white background. Shit like him. Like his skinny to Jack blueprint about page picture. The font is barely readable. The lighting on the picture on the right, you can barely see his physique. He looks like he's got love handles. The skinny to Jack blue about page picture looks AI generated. There's no emojis next to any of the courses. It just looks like fucking high school type shit. And it just like with the Word document shit as well. Like, come on, man! Like, what is this guy doing? And then even the description below the community, it's just like, start building your dream physique today. My name is Sam. Like, he doesn't look like he's been training for 8 years for one. Like, start building your dream physique today. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, at least add some context. I think mine says something like that, but it's more specific. Like, you know what I mean?
Fair enough, bro. Yeah.
Sorry. It sounds like I'm being aggressive. I just like.
Yeah. Well, you can use him as an example of if you work with me but you don't take action. You make a couple $100, but then everything kind of falls off. But, I need to get a testimonial from him as well. I haven't got. Shit, it's too late anyway because he's not going to give me one now. But
how about the sword fighting guy? I assume he's working with you.
Yeah. We only started like a couple of weeks ago though.
Oh right.
Yeah, so he's not. We're not. I think we're only finishing the aligning period now.
What's his name?
Michael Cousin.
That's a good niche.
He's like one of the best sword fighters in the world and shit. I think top 2,000 in the world.
And
he trains with the best one in the world.
Yeah, it is very niche, to be honest.
He's got a pretty big YouTube channel though.
Oh yeah, I saw his YouTube channel actually.
Yeah, so, I actually I recognized him from his most popular video. I'd already seen it like before.
Really?
Yeah, because it's got like 900k views. And he still gets a good bit of traffic from that.
So does he get his traffic from YouTube or school?
YouTube. He gets like a couple thousand views a day from his most popular video still.
Jeez. Has he had any sales yet? No.
He has some with the load ticket thing he did before. But for what he's currently doing, like I think I've only literally given him his sales scripts like a couple of days ago. What day was it? Yeah, on Friday it was. Yeah, so he's literally only finished the alarming period on Friday. So, and he's still doing it anyway. So,
yeah, it is a good niche that. But yeah, I suppose if he only started 2 weeks ago, he's got 22 members, and that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, the I'm looking at your community right now, Manvic. I was pretty sure you work with him, right?
Nope. He's just a guy in the community again.
Oh, I thought I saw him on your YouTube on a call once.
Yeah, that was like some random group call I did in the community, which was open for everyone.
Oh, right. Okay.
Brandon I haven't worked with, but Kai is also making a couple $1,000s a month, regardless of not working with me. And he refuses to give me a testimonial, but I've got a screenshot proof of him messaging me saying I'm making like however much.
Who's this?
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Honestly, like none of my clients are active. Like Andrew Lapper is active. I've worked with Victor Floden like a couple of years ago, before I was even doing any of this. And then that's it. Who's the people who are on the leaderboard?
So is Victor Floden? He's not doing very well, is he?
What he's doing right now, I haven't coached him on. I literally coached him like a year and a half ago, or something like that, or like a year ago. He's just following the protocol, but yeah.
What about Brandon?
He's also doing very well, but I've never coached him either. He's just following the protocol.
I can't see his.
Bro,
do
not ask me what Brandon is doing. He is changing everything by the minute. Everything.
Really?
He adds.
Community isn't on his profile.
He's making a couple $100 a month with some calisthenics community, and then he just ended it for some reason.
Oh, he's made one now called God-Fearing Fitness. It's a Christian fitness community.
No, that's not his. That's Anthony Casper, whoever that is.
Oh shit! Wait, so does he?
He doesn't have a community. He had one yesterday.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So who are your current clients then?
A lot. I don't know how many of them are willing for me to say their names. But I can tell you. Obviously, I've told you Ijaz. There's Michael Cousin. There's Andrew Lapper. There's Loritz. If you find his. And
Loritz.
yeah, and then the other guys, I don't know, because they're not active in the community whatsoever, and so I don't know if they want to be known that they're getting coaching or not. Because it's an annoying thing. Some people don't want to give me testimonials, or they want to give me anonymous testimonials. But an anonymous testimonial isn't really worth anything because anyone can make that shit up.
Yeah. Who's Loritz?
Loritz.
How do you spell that?
Laurits is Danish, but he's some self-improvement YouTuber. I've only started working with him recently though. We're sort of
is he in your community? So I'm searching his name. I can't find it.
I'll send you his profile.
Which one of your clients has the most members in the community?
Ooh, that is a good question. It's a guy who I don't want to tell.
All right, the one before that then.
Well, out of the only ones who are active in the community, might be Andrew. What does Andrew have? Nope, it's not. Honestly, I don't know. This is making me not look the best, but how many has Loritz got? Because all of the guys who are active in the community I've only started working with recently. There's one guy who's got like 40 members in a low ticket community.
It's 18 hours.
But like I don't want to say who he is because like he's not been active at all, and so I don't know if he wants me to release anything publicly. It's surprising how finicky people are about shit like this. But, yeah.
Brandon's got a community. It's just popped up on his profile for some reason.
Just now?
Just now.
What's
Locking Elite. Locking Elite, $800 a year.
Is that the same Brandon?
Yeah.
It's not appearing for me.
Brandon Maloney, yeah.
Yeah, it's not appearing for me.
He's took it off his profile. I'm so confused. It is his. I'll show my screen.
What's it called?
Show my screen.
Right.
Lock in Elite. You'll see it on the screen. This one.
Oh yeah, it's hidden off his profile.
Yeah.
That's like an old community or something like that.
Oh, right. He must be paying a lot of money for not a lot, but like £9 a month. Like
he's got like 50 different communities with 50 different types of people paying him a different amount per month. It's so confusing what he's doing, but he's like a calisthenics and productivity and like Christian and everything coach, man. It's so weird. But anyway, let me get back to explaining how I'll help you if we work together. Let me open this up again. So obviously there's the first aligning phase, and that's basically we set everything up. So you understand all that. Like I'll set up your entire standing system up. So from the moment someone sees your about page to the obviously close of the sale, do you understand all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, and then pretty much after that, like phase one, we pretty much just decide the direction, like which direction we want to go. So everything becomes super, super clear. So like I said, like you're not gonna have to fucking think about other people, what they're telling you to do or shit, because you just ask me, you know, we'll go all in on one source. Don't change anything, and then obviously it works better. You're not gonna have to think about making decisions because I'll just do that for you. And then yeah, basically everything's set up in phase one. I'll do that all for you basically on calls, fucked on calls. And then we move into phase two, which is like, I like to call this like the grind, but it's also kind of like a launch in a way, where basically like once we get everything set up, we then go and sprint in that direction. We then go and use that shit. And so what I would probably get you to do is like everybody you've ever networked with, there's methods I can teach you to basically book calls with them and pretty much pitch to them. And so you might end up having like another 30 calls doing this, which is like a realistic number. I DM'd 100 people, like, I don't know when, a couple of weeks ago. And on my calendar's been full on calls for like the past week, honestly, bro. Just from like DMing 100 people that were like in my network and stuff. It's ridiculous how many calls you can get. And so we'll do that. And also, here's the thing. Obviously, doing it by yourself on calls is like naturally you're like slowly improving over time, like doing it by yourself. Slowly, eventually, after a few months, you'll get to that point where you're closing consistently. If we work together, it would be more like that J curve where you go upwards, because that's, let's say you're making like one critical error in your first call. You're only going to make that error once. And that's because I'll see your call and I'll review every single call. And as soon as you make that error, I'll tell you what to do to fix it. I'll point the error out, which you probably won't even see. I'll tell you what to do to fix it. You'll fix the error. And then by the next call, you would have fixed it. And we'll be on to the next thing improving. You probably know how it is playing football or whatever the fuck. Doing it on YouTube, using a YouTube video, compared to having a coach in real life, it's just so much different. It really is the same with this, and so your skill will just improve so much faster if we work together. Doing it on your own, it could still work over time. It would just be much more suffering, much more failure, and it'll take much longer. I don't want to like lie to you and say I'm going to get you results which you can't get by yourself. It'll be much faster and much easier, significantly. And yeah, phase two, the grind. I mean, it's pretty much in the name. We grind, just get a ton of calls booked, getting guys in, converting more, and just getting your first sale in. You know how I said, like, if you have a 10% conversion rate, you only need 10 calls to get like $1,000. We're just going to do those 10 calls over and over and over again until you get that first sale. And that's pretty much phase two. So, what questions do you have about that?
What happens when you make your first 1K?
We move on to phase three. And now phase three is what I like to call scaling. And pretty much, let's say it takes you like 2 months to make your first $1,000 sale, which is conservative, but also realistic. That's kind of like $500 a month, and you can't really survive off $500 a month. Like what? That's like £375 a month. You can't survive off that for the rest of your life, obviously. And so scaling is about making the next $1,000 easier. And so depending on what we do in the first two phases and what we learn in phase three, we basically make it easier for you to make your next $1,000. So that basically looks like making more automated systems, basically doing less work but getting more sales, increasing your conversion rate. So it gets much easier to get to this point where you'll get this sale coming, these more sales coming in with sort of less work. So how I'm doing at the moment, like I'm going to be starting up some sort of program in January where it'll be easier for me to deliver. That's sort of the end point of scaling, where you have some sort of paid program and it's easier to deliver. You're booking sales calls automatically, you're closing them with less effort. And so that you could be on like 3K a month, working only like 4 hours a day. And obviously that's sort of the final end point you want to get to. What questions do you have about phase three?
Has anyone ever got to phase three and made over 1K?
Yeah, there's been a few guys, but again, like at that point, I won't like at that point people tend to do what you did, where they're like, I can do it all by myself. I don't need you anymore. Which is kind of annoying. And that's how joint synthesizer scaling. Andrew Kirby's program. That's sort of a big problem I'm currently working on solving. But anyway, yeah, in terms of how I would actually help you, I'm sure I probably explained this during our last school, but basically I don't want you to be paying for coaching. I'd want you to be paying for the results. And so I don't want you overthinking where it's like, I get this many minutes calling with Sam or this many text messages left to send or any of that shit. I just want you to be focusing on getting results. And so what that means is you'll just have unlimited access to me, unlimited calling, unlimited texting, unlimited voice notes, unlimited call reviews, unlimited Loom video reviews, literally everything. And so like first aligning phase, for example, if we need to call for 10 hours, we call for 10 hours. Probably not all at once. We'd obviously spread it out, but we'd get it done. Second phase, where you're doing all your calls, I'll review all the calls, you'll improve much, much faster. And so there's obviously no sort of limits on it, because I used to do like 30 minutes a week previously, and it's like 1 week we didn't need to call, another week we needed to call for an hour, and so we sometimes wasted time, sometimes didn't have enough time. So I used to do it like that. For it to be better. And then also as a bonus, this program is starting probably in January. You'll have lifetime access to that as well. So that's how I'll help you. What stands out?
Sorry, lifetime access to what?
Say that again.
You said lifetime access to something.
Yeah, so in January, I'm going to be starting up this like paid program. My one-on-one mentorship, that'll obviously increase in price, but then my flagship offer for $997 will be this paid program where it's more of like a group thing. And I don't know the details to that just yet, but that'll be the sort of group calls and everything like that. And you'll just have lifetime access to that. So what stands out to you about all of this?
One of the I'm just being as transparent as possible, obviously.
I appreciate it.
Like since like a few months ago, right before I started, like I've understood now that like coaching isn't like a scam, because I used to think it was like just like throw money down the drain. But obviously, like with experience, like if you're paying for coaching off someone who's done something that you want to do, like it's obviously worth it most of the time. But the thing is, like, in terms of me actually knowing which people have become successful from you coaching them, it seems a bit, what's the word? I think it seems like a bit blurred. Like I'm not actually sure who's. I've not got any evidence of it. People who've
there's no one I've helped who has like fully dropped out and all of that stuff, because that's the only thing I've done myself recently, But I mean, even if you look on, I can screen share this and make it all clear for you. But like I said, we'll actually just ignore that. I won't even mention that. I'm pretty sure this is like every win testimonial post I've got. There's like 25 of them or something like that. Diego made his first $500. Brandon, this is old, but he's making a good amount right now. This is his first ever sale like ages ago. Or if he made his first $600 coaching family, Mohammed. He's from India, but despite being from India, he made his first $100. Alvin, I think that was like £25. Vincent, my friend, made $250. Jago made his first 1K in 6 days. Albin, $100 there. Cuba, I can't remember how much that was. That was a while ago. Robert, that was like 2 sales for $200 each, something like that. Roshan, $150 or $100 or something like that. These are old ones now. I can't even. That's like, I don't know, 100 euro maybe.
Yeah, sorry, bro. Someone's just ringing me on no call ID. Then can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Let me just turn my phone off. Right, okay.
Ishak, I don't even know how much. He's on. I talked to him the other day. He's on like $500 a month, like recurring now, doing some low ticket thing. Vlad, that was, he got loads of sales. I don't have testimonials. This was just the first one. That was for $200. But I think he made his like first, maybe not 1,000, but he made a good amount, and he like went part-time in his job. But to be fair, his job was like a sales rep, so he wasn't an idiot with sales already. Louis, that was like, I don't know, 30 euros, I think. Evan, I've helped this guy. Look, does this convince you, Evan? Yeah. Victor, oh yeah, he's making like a good amount now.
How is he making a good amount when he's only got 14 people in his school?
Because I think he's got like two guys paying him like 200 euro a month or something like that. Yeah, he's doing sort of again an older thing. Oh yeah, this guy, this probably convinces you, bro. He made $1. Oh, he's doing well as well. He's doing like a low ticket, then ups out a high ticket thing, and he's doing actually really well at the moment. Hudson, $50, I think. Kai, yeah. No, he won't give me testimonials, bro. I'm not even probably working with him, but yeah, you can see him there saying he made 1.5k in November, which is something else. And then these are the other random stuff. Some anonymous. There's a lot of anonymous ones, but like I guess they don't really matter because it's anonymous. But yeah, that's that. There's like 3 guys or 4 guys I think have made their first sort of 1,000 and everything. Which obviously I don't money back guarantee that shit. But yeah, that's that. Just to be fully transparent, does that help you out at all?
Sorry. Obviously, like I'm not shitting on anything. Honestly, I'm just saying what I think in my mind.
Yeah.
If I was to be paying 1k for something, I'd think the testimonials would have to be somewhat stronger. That's the right word.
What do you mean by stronger?
Better. Like if you showed me, best case scenario would be that if you showed me testimonials and it was people who've made, let's say, like 3k and shit, you know, that's literally enough money to like go and travel and shit from. You know, they can basically have another life.
That's the thing, though. That's not what I'm promising. The reason I don't promise that is because I don't have testimonials for that. But I've helped guys before to make their first $1,000, and so this is what the offer is about.
Or people who've made the first $1,000, then gone on to make more and more money. Like if it was like them, for example, like because if I was to buy this now, like my end goal would be to make it like upwards of like 5k a month.
Yeah.
I'm betting on me personally being the only one that you've coached to reach that goal, which obviously isn't like.
Well, you're not paying me 1,000 to get you to 5k. You're paying me 1,000 to get you to $1,000 a month.
No, but what I mean is, with making 1k comes the knowledge of making sales online, and that's one of the skills that you acquire when you're making your first 1k.
Yeah.
And if a lot of people you've worked with haven't made more and more after that, then it's not. I don't think it's bad at all. But for me personally, if I was paying for something that's 1k,
So in general, there's stages which sort of go up in threes, if that makes sense. Like each time when you multiply your income by 3 times, that's sort of like the next level in the info space in general. So like you got 1k a month, then 3k a month, then 10k a month, then 30k a month, then 100k a month, then 300k a month, then $1 million a month. In general, like the big sort of steps that people struggle with, they go up in threes. And so the difference between 1k a month and 3k a month is roughly the same as making like nothing to go into 1k a month. And so it's like I'm helping people to get to level 1. And I've not helped anyone to get to level 2 because I'm only on level 3, you know? Myself really, or just getting there. I'm like almost at level 3. And so helping guys get to level 2 is still like not something I've fully like accomplished myself. And I'll be fully honest in saying that I can't scale you to 5k a month, and I can't guarantee that by any means because that's only something I've done myself relatively recently compared to making my first $1,000, which happened like over 2 years ago now, almost 2 years ago, I think. Is very much not in my skill level to be able to guarantee or offer you something like that. My offer to you is to guarantee you, obviously, if you don't disappear, to make your first $1,000 back, which then you can do again. Basically getting you to level 1.
Would you say that reaching level 1 gives you the skills to reach level 2 by continuing what you're currently doing?
In a way, it's like almost like the foundation. Like each level is the foundation of the level before. Like in a video game, you get power-ups and improve your skills and that sort of shit. It's the same here. You can't get to level 2 without first getting to level 1, obviously. You know, you can't get to 3K a month without getting to 1K a month. And so with your goal being 3K a month, which is obviously a very nice goal and a very achievable goal, like level 2, obviously you first have to go through level 1. I'm basically offering you that you pay me and I get you to level 1. Yeah, much easier, much faster. That's more or less my offer to you in a nutshell. And I'm very confident we can get you there because obviously with the traffic from the Library of Adonis, you're way ahead of most guys already. And so if anything, like you should be the most confident guy out of all of them, you know. But I also appreciate your not unwillingness, but your hesitancy, you know, because you're actually thinking, you're not just making random rash decisions.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, because like obviously with what I'm saying right now, I probably am not the only one. Like maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I'd imagine I'm not the only one thinking these things. But yeah,
I think it'll surprise you. You're the only guy who's like been asking about more testimonials and stuff. Like a lot of people, honestly, their main concern is just like the money and everything, like how much it costs. And then some people are kind of like, I don't think I'll have the time to work enough. But yeah, it's literally just money and time objections. And some are like, I need to speak to my parents, and then they disappear. But I've never had any really other than you, that at least I can remember in recent times, that have been worrying about testimonials and proof and stuff. But again, I respect it because you want to be sure I'm making the right decision.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I mean, if I was to be making 1K, even working with you, I'm trying to put this into words. I've got it in my head, but for example, if I was to make 1K by working with you, from what you said before, like it's the foundation, but the skills you get from making 1K don't directly correlate to you going ahead to making 3K.
Oh, they do so much. You just do the same thing 3 times again.
So do you think that the people that you've coached to get to 1K, do you think that the main constraint for them from reaching 3K and becoming more successful?
I know this matters nothing because I can't fucking prove it or anything, but there's one guy, he's like a piano coach. Not Jago, not that guy. Another guy, another piano coach in Germany. I believe he is almost at 3K a month now. And I'm not working with him anymore, but I did, and we got him to his first $1,000 sale. And now he's just sort of winging it on his own using the tiers feature. And he's doing pretty well. That's the only guy I can think of who's close to that mark. Brandon and Kai, I honestly don't even know how much Brandon's making anymore, man. He changes everything constantly. But then Kai, like he made, I think 1.2K in November, he said, or that was like the 20th of November, he said that. So maybe a bit more, I don't know. But what Kai's doing, he's just really active in schoolers, and then he just gets like old middle-aged people and sells them language coaching. That's sort of his business model, selling language coaching to old bored people. But and then the other piano coach I said about in Germany, he sells piano coaching to old retired people. So it's a bit of a theme going on.
It sounds so like cruel, but it's not. It's not like wrong, is it?
No, because they're helping them. Yeah. Kai, it sounds weird, but Kai likes like working with middle-aged people because, like, I don't know, he just gets along with them well. He's American, but he lives in Russia, and his whole family's American, but they just moved to Russia for some reason, and he speaks like so many weird languages. Like he speaks Russian.
How much does he make? How much is he making? What did you say?
Honestly, like I managed to get out of him that he made 1.2K in by the 20th of November.
Are you working with?
Huh?
Are you working with him?
He's just following the protocol.
All right.
Yeah. It's quite interesting, but I mean, I kind of have worked with him. I've given him a bit of help, but Sorry.
Would you say that the people, like, be honest, because, like, you know, I prefer to be honest, because if I was you, like, I'd be tempted to say
I
no.
understand that.
Would you say that the people who followed your free shit, this won't change, like, wait, I want to say it right. Would you say that the people who followed your free shit and not bought anything from you are more successful?
Oh no, definitely not. Because the people
Really?
who are following my paid coaching are following my free shit with me helping them out. I teach the exact same stuff in the protocol as I do in my coaching, bro.
But you know, Kai, for example, he's got 142 members,
Yep.
and the guys who were being coached by you, like the ones you named at least, they had less than a third of the members that he has.
It's because Kai's grinding. Oh my god, he's in so many communities. It's because he's grinding in schoolers and in loads of other communities like you are. It's really odd, you know. I guess my answer to that question could kind of be yes in a way, because it's weird. The guys who I do work with seem to work less hard than the guys who I don't, which is kind of an odd thing. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to pay for results or some shit. I don't know, man. But yeah, with what Kai's doing, he's just active as fuck, bro, and that's what's working for him. And he's obviously got the conversion right and everything. But yeah, for what you're doing, you've already got the traffic. Really, it's literally just conversion for you now.
Yeah. Where do you get? Sorry. You know, you teach about conversions. Where does the knowledge come from? Experience, or
In terms
whatever?
of how I'll help you with your conversion rate?
How do you learn? No, like, I want to say it in a way that doesn't sound wrong. Like, where did you learn the shit?
Like, where did I learn sales and conversions and stuff?
Yeah, like, sort of indirectly. Like, you don't have to tell me exact, obviously, but
It was like synthesizer scaling on like 7K program.
what about before that?
It was the same stuff that I just got leaked to me.
Really?
Yeah, and then it worked, so I joined their paid program.
Really? By who?
Huh? I'm not saying.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, I'm literally gonna fucking leak their sales script to you now, bro. It's like, you don't need someone else to leak it to you. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that's what helped me with my conversion. And so in terms of what I do for you, I'll give you build out the sales scripts to get together, basically going through all that. Build out your offer. In again the way they teach, but that's the way I've already been doing it for a long while. And yeah, so in case you want an even more credible source, synthesizer scaling is where I get a lot of my information from. That's sort of where I learn from.
Yeah, I mean, someone actually sent me. I didn't even ask them; they just sent it me for no reason. You know, Hamza's advanced program.
Yeah.
Someone sent me the physique course to that. I watched it, mate. It's common shit. Like, I don't see why someone would spend like $1,000 on that.
Yeah.
Like, for you, it's different because it's like one-to-one coaching, but for just some course, it's just basic shit. Like, what the fuck?
Hamza's a bit funny at the moment.
Yeah, I know. I bet mentally he's struggling quite a lot, like really bad.
Yeah, I don't get him, man. It's so confusing.
I think a lot of the dating advice is just fucked up as well.
Like the red pill, extreme red pill shit.
Yeah, bad. Like, I think the principles of just doing what you want and then like shit test that. I believe in that, but it's just like some shit's just mad.
It makes me feel kind of like purple pill compared to the guys in there, like in between red and blue pill.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous, man. I remember when we were filming for the BBC documentary, they were
I watched that.
This wasn't actually in the documentary; it didn't get put in. But they were filming me, and they got me to open up Library of Adonis to show them inside. And the first post was some guy saying, "Oh, I found this fucking drunk girl while partying, and I ended up fucking her." And it was a fucking photo of her naked on screen.
I've seen that. Oh my god.
And that's the top post that I clicked on.
Oh my god. That wasn't in the video, no.
It was some photo of a like lion on a bed in like just
Oh,
panties or
God.
something, man.
But
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, if I could ask you then, on like a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that I could help you?
I'm just thinking, bro. 7, but that's not really the main thing. The main thing is the main constraint is that within 3 months or 2 months, let's say, if I was to be on 1K a month by then, when I've revamped my entire protocol, I've put my editing skills to use in YouTube with the more free time that I have away because I've started moving away from the protocol because I've recreated it all.
Yeah.
Previously, I didn't even have a calendar. I'd just tell them to hop on calls with me. Previously, my sales pitch was fucking shit and I didn't have any storytelling in it. But now I do, and I've not really used that too much, so I can't really have the analytics that I can sort of visualize in my head and know the percentages of my conversion and shit. So I feel like previously, from what I was doing to what I'm doing now, you would have told me to do, and the fact that not exactly, obviously, I'm not saying that you probably would have told me to do something like a bit better, but within the direction I'm going right now, I feel like I'm possibly making the right choices, and the only way to know if they're right is to experiment. So if I do have success with the new lead magnet being the version 2 of my protocol, then probably not. But if I don't and my conversion rates stay stagnated and possibly even dip more, then I'll definitely consider.
We actually, I think last time we talked about this was about a month ago. And I think at that point you'd made your first £100 or something like that. Yeah. And since then, I think you just got another sale at that rate. Do you remember the objection you gave me on that first call?
I think so. Was it that I can do it by myself or some shit?
Yeah, you said to me there.
I didn't mean it in like an arrogant way.
No, you said to me there, it's like, I've got my first sale. I think I want to try it by myself, and then we'll talk again later. That's, I guess, the energy of probably what you said. Since then, it's been about a month, just over a month, and you've got another sale. So you've basically been at the same rate you're at before. And now, once again, you're saying that you think you can do it by yourself, despite for the past month you've been making the same progress. So do you think it is that you can actually do it by yourself, or do you think it might be some deeper internal limiting belief stopping you from taking action?
I think as well, if I made the first K and I hadn't previously spent 1K before it, then it'd feel a lot more like better, if you know what I mean.
If you made 1K without spending 1K.
Yeah, and I've been like, for example, if I make my first K, and I've already spent 1K, and I'm on the same bank account balance I was on.
Well, you're not, because you just go and do the same thing again. And you now have the skills built up. That's in a way what you're paying for, the ability to make your next 1K.
I guess that sort of makes sense. No, I'm just laughing because like before you said you kind of dumbed me in before what you said. Last month I said the same thing, which is kind of true.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it is you got some of the biggest potential of all the guys in here, and I want it to work out for you. And like, I know that you obviously have to have the ability to start working with me and everything, and I know we can do great together. And so I just want to make that happen.
Yeah. No, I do understand.
What you say then? Are you ready to take action?
Part of me saying, yeah, well,
Why do you want to work with me? Why do you want to join?
because one of the main reasons I joined is because you'd be able to review my calls and give me advice on what I've done well, not done, because you can't get that off any calls, can you?
Exactly.
But with the, sorry, I'm just opening my window, with like the messaging process that you teach and the conversion shit over DM and voice messages, that's more fucking like shit that you can just find online, all the like 𝐬𝐭𝐫𝐲's outreach books and shit. And I've actually not like looked at that myself. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I know I might come across as arrogant sometimes. Yeah, I think definitely the most valuable part in my eyes is the review of the calls.
And you've had 30 calls, haven't you? And you've closed 2 of them. So that's like a 6% conversion rate. And I usually say that as a complete beginner, like no sales training, whatever, just using a basic sales script, you'll be at about 10% conversion rate at $1,000 offer. And so with you, how many calls you've had, conversion is definitely your constraint. And so just think about, like, for these past 30 calls over this past month or so, would you say past 2 months or so it's been? Let's say you converted at 20%. Yeah. That would have been 6 sales. Yeah. And that would have been $6,000. Now, obviously that's all hypothetical and everything.
Oh, wait, sorry. Would you make, well, not make me, but would you strongly advise me to charge $1,000 for my product?
We might start out with $500 and see how that goes.
Sorry, I don't know why I keep smiling, bro. Did you say 10 hours of fuck, man, I'm trying to remember. Say 10 hours a week of calls, yeah.
Sorry, 10 hours a week.
Did you say calls like 10 hours on a call each week? Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, fully ask that question again. I'm confused.
Sorry. I just thought I heard you say probably about 20 minutes ago that you go on a call with clients for 10 hours a week.
Yeah. So in the first aligning phase, when we set everything up, we might end up calling for like 10 hours in the first week. That's not 10 hours every single week after that, because we don't need that. You know, that's like over an hour a day. We don't need to do that. But at the start, when we set everything up, when we build your sales scripts, yeah. When I review, not reviewing your calls in the first period, but when we basically build everything, that comes in the first alignment phase, and that's about 10 hours of calling in the first week, roughly, depending on how much we need.
Does that include graphics?
Making your school graphics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that for you if you want it. Yours are already looking pretty nice, to be fair, though, so I probably wouldn't change them a ton. But yeah, we'd do that. Again, that's just a little minor thing, though.
Yeah.
I think the main thing for you definitely is the increasing your conversion rate. And I know you said about, oh yeah, you can find the calling scripts and DMs or whatever from 𝐬𝐭𝐫𝐲 or whatnot. You probably can, but how are you going to know it's the right one? How are you going to know if it's going to work or not? Here's the thing, like, you can get everything online. All the information you'll find online, you know?
Yeah.
It's knowing what's the right information and not wasting your time spending months trying to figure out what works or what not. You're basically paying for me to tell you exactly what to do, what will work for you, so that you can build the skill of closing and making these $1,000 sales. And right now, your constraint really is just that converting part.
Yeah.
You ready to take action on this, bro?
Let me check my bank, bro. Shit, I put my phone on airplane mode before someone was trying to call me.
That's all good.
Okay. Is there any guarantees? Like, tell me the guarantee.
So, obviously, if you drop off, there's no guarantee. If you stay locked in on the and you stay following my advice and you don't change anything without asking me, if you don't make your first $1,000 within 3 months, then I'll work with you for free. I'll start working for you for free until you do. So I might end up taking sales calls for you if it needs be. If you stay locked in and you don't disappear, then I'm going to guarantee that you do not lose money from working with me, because then that'll make me feel really fucking bad. Okay.
But so the guarantee is that if I don't make $1,000 within 3 months of working with you, then you do everything you can to make sure that I make that $1,000 for free after those 3 months.
I'll go ham. I might start taking sales calls for you. I might start doing fucking traffic for you and shit, just to get you your money back.
Just thinking, man. Is there any more like obviously excluding every single concept where I'd be dropping off and not putting the effort in?
Yeah.
Is there any more guarantees that you could possibly have that exclude me dropping off and being a bitch?
Exclude you? What do you mean?
That doesn't include
so
like the concept.
Guarantee that you'll have regardless of if you drop off or not.
No, I mean, if I was not to drop off, be a bitch, and stop doing the work,
yeah,
is there any more guarantees that you could put on the journey of me actually staying committed and following your advice?
The guarantee is that I guarantee you won't lose money working with me if you don't drop off, because I'll start working for you for free if you do. That is the plain and simple guarantee. I mean, the only way you could really go deeper than that is a full money back guarantee. But that's too much stress for me. And if we were to do that, it just wouldn't be worth it for me, because obviously I'm working with other guys where we don't have that. That's my guarantee. If you don't drop off and you stay following my advice, then I promise you will not lose money working with me. Worst case scenario is you get all your money back in terms of we close you a sale, and then at the end of the 3 months, all you've got now is just the skills, and you haven't lost any money.
Best case scenario.
Best case scenario
that you've had before.
That I've had before, like with these guarantees.
Best case scenario that you've had with coaching someone. What's the best results that someone's ever got?
It probably. Yeah, I think it'd probably be that German piano guy. Is getting close to 3K a month now.
Well, how long has it been for him? Just curious. That wouldn't really matter. Like, as long as it's not been like 2 years or something.
No, it was the summer. It was June or July. It was one of the $1,000 protocols, pretty young, and I'd only had it up for a little bit of time. And we made it in him for his first $1,000, and then I was stupid and I didn't give him another offer after that. And so yeah, he's off doing his own stuff now. But he made, I don't know how much, honestly. I know he got a few more sales. He messaged me about it since then. But now he's got like 500 members in his free piano community, getting them all from schoolers. He's doing some paid tier, but still doing his high ticket stuff now. It's going really well. I was talking to him earlier again, trying to close him again, but I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah. What do you need to think about?
I do understand the concept of like investing in meaningful shit, but half of it's like in my brain and half of it's just not. I don't know why.
I get that, bro.
I'm just like, I just really don't want to like waste $1,000. Not saying I don't trust you, but it's more instinctual.
I understand. So has there been instances in the past where that has happened?
No.
So what I mean, I know you've bought Library of Adonis and everything, and that's obviously, seeing how you're staying inside, that's probably you haven't lost your money from there. Has there been any other times?
I only started doing business like 2 months ago, so
Yeah.
no.
I mean, you know yourself. You've closed clients yourself. You know, as you said earlier, you know this coaching space isn't like there are some bad players in it, but school has done a very good job in making this place much cleaner now. And I mean, you know, I wouldn't be doing the same business for 2 years if I was just taking people's money, you know. No one's gonna stick around for that long just being a bitch.
What's in the closing paid clients?
In the third phase,
Yeah.
not third phase, but third bit, that's quite outdated. It's actually very outdated. But let me screen share it to you. Basically, as telling you how to build your offer. Again, this is relatively outdated. Low ticket offer, I don't do that anymore at all. Check up, call, and pitch. Like this is all really, again, old and outdated. Yeah, that's that there. I'll be coming out with a new version of the protocol, maybe in a month or so.
Okay.
What do you think's holding you back from making a decision right now?
Where I'm gonna head after first 1K in 3 months. What I know intellectually is that I'll have skills that I've acquired from making 1K, the sales, the conversion, all that sort of shit. Mindset change.
Yeah.
I think as of now, the crux of the problem is the conversion and maybe the sales. And the most valuable thing that I believe to be for me out of your coaching will be the review of those calls.
Yeah.
I think the strengths right now will be the small shit, right? So like,
I think your strength is the traffic and your weakness is the conversion.
yeah, and like the using Canva and shit, right?
Yeah.
That's not,
Yeah.
but those are the minor things. And then YouTube, maybe that's just a case of staying consistent, really, and improving the pitch on YouTube.
The conversion is exactly what I'm going to help you with, man. That's the exact thing. I mean, that's the exact reason we even started this call in the first place. You know, I'm 100% I can help you, bro. And I really do want to work with you. And this is literally just that leap of faith you need to take. And I understand it's a hard decision and everything. I mean, you've been in this community for a long while. You've seen everyone around and everything. We're obviously on this mission together and everything. And I am really confident I can help you, and I am quite excited to work with you, bro. So this, you know, this is what you need. So are you ready to are you ready to take the fucking leap, bro? Are you ready to do this?
Tell me when it starts.
When the coaching starts?
Yeah.
It starts as soon as you want it to. We could call tomorrow. We could call tomorrow morning. Bro, you could solve your constraint of conversion tomorrow fucking morning, bro.
All right. You know, in the community that you're going to start after this,
Yep.
will you be teaching people to make a paid community?
I'm going to keep teaching the same model that I'm currently teaching. The only reason it becomes a program is to make it easier for me to deliver. But we'll still carry on working one-on-one. You'll just
To more people.
Sorry?
To deliver to more people.
Yeah, so it gives me ability to deliver to more people with less time. But you'll still have the one-on-one fully. Like our offer won't change. You'll also have lifetime access to the group coaching as well when I start it.
All right, go on then.
Let's fucking do it, bro.
All right. probably ask me to verify the shit. Or
Nope,
maybe
I'm sorry. Awesome, bro. I'm so glad we actually made this work, man. Like, genuinely, I'm so fucking excited for this. So,
I've just got a question. Right?
yeah,
Like, I know it probably not that I've been asked it before, but like from this call, like with me being the person who's being sold to, like,
yeah,
I get it. I don't get it all,
mm,
but the way that you've convinced me, like,
yeah.
to get that, like, in the first place, that I wasn't. But is that the shit you teach? Like, because obviously I'll come across.
I didn't even use a script for this whatsoever, man. I was coming in because the method, like, on if you remember our other call where we did the commitment fee, that was all a script. This here, where you'd already paid the commitment fee a while ago, and like now it's like you were unsure again, or you weren't even thinking of doing it. I just had to rely on pure sales skill through this.
Is that, do you teach that though?
It's not something. It's like a skill. It's like playing football or like something like that. You can't like teach someone just with words. They've got to practice it as well. Like,
So it's intuitive.
Huh?
It's intuitive.
It's something you intuitively learn. Yeah. And so we'll get you following a script for all the calls, but for this like base skill of being able to sell someone something, you'll learn that over time. You'll learn that eventually. You know, it's a lot about connecting it to the pain points and desires, like letting them see the bridge between where they currently are and where they want to go. But yeah, I'm glad we can make this work, bro. But in terms of when we're gonna start working together, then obviously, can you call tomorrow?
Should be able to.
No,
Yeah.
sorry. Shit. Oh no. We can do.
It's fine if you can't do it tomorrow.
We could, but I won't have that long. So ideally, it'd be Tuesday.
Yeah, that's completely fine. I've got a lot of shit to do. So
Yeah, that's
as long as it's in the next week, then that's fine.
So could you do Tuesday at like 12?
Let me check. Oh, it's so bright. Tuesday at 12. Yeah. Unless Tuesday at 12 is fine.
Awesome, bro. Okay, sweet. Do you have my WhatsApp? I don't think you do. Message me on. I'll send you my number on school. Just message me on WhatsApp. And another thing as well is, if you want faster response times, just send an actual text message instead of a voice note. That's just because I can read it faster and everything. Or if I'm with family or shit, I can respond. But like voice notes, you got to listen to it and everything. That's just one thing. But then yeah, we'll get calling tomorrow. But yeah, I'm glad we can make this work out, bro. And we'll speak tomorrow then. Do you have any other questions?
YouTube, like just tutorials, like anything regarding YouTube.
We'll probably end up focusing on YouTube less, because it'll be YouTube's one of the less scale. It depends. If you get a sudden blow up and you get 50k views, we'll focus on it. If it's taking a ton of your time and not really getting loads of traffic, we'll just basically cut it off. Well, I don't do YouTube myself. I'm gonna start a little bit because I've already got a kind of an audience on there. But yeah, for you, man, we probably won't focus loads on YouTube. If you still want to do it for fun, you can do it for fun, but we won't be focusing on it to get clients or traffic.
I'll just message you.
Sorry.
I'll just message you on WhatsApp then. So would you not say YouTube's good for developing speaking skills?
Yeah, and that's why you can still do it for fun if you want to. And like if you're not doing loads of what's it called? Sales calls. Sorry, I had my fucking brain stopped working then. Loads of sales calls, then yeah, it might be worth it, but it depends. If it's taking too much time, then maybe not.
Yeah, no, I get that. Shit, bro. I just realised it's only £710.
What was it in your mind?
£1,000, £950.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I should have said that to you before.
Yeah. Also, do you think you're getting a lot more clients because Christmas is coming up?
Not
Like,
really.
yeah.
I know Christmas holidays, yeah, but I'm gonna in January. It's gonna be even higher. Can you think of why?
Because people have money from Christmas, or people have New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, both of them exactly. For sort of personal development stuff, but from basically everywhere, December's like the biggest month because of Christmas and because like places like finish their yearly budget because like they'll allocate a yearly budget and then they'll finish it off in December, so they spend more because they've been saving it. And then also, yeah, obviously Christmas and shit. And so December is sort of that big period. But then January for like self improvement type shit is very much that's the big month because New Year's resolutions and whatnot. But yeah, that's that. All right, bro. Message me about anything, and I'll speak on Tuesday. Awesome, man. Speak soon. Goodbye.